All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. So I end up blocking some people, right? Getting rid of people because I don't like stupid people being around me. I don't like talking to stupid people. Okay. I have no problem with somebody that has a different opinion from me, right? See, the problem with people has nothing to do with their opinions being different from mine. It's people can't stick to a topic. And they basically are a bunch of dishonest, ignorant people who, why am I wasting my time talking to you? If you are too immature, too ignorant to stick to a topic, I have nothing to talk about to you. If today's topic is fish and chips, then you know what? We're talking about fish and chips. Don't ask me how come I'm not talking about barbecue. Don't ask me how come, I'm not talking about lemon Lorraine pie, because we're talking about fish and chips. It's as simple as that. So I make a video. I've made plenty of videos, but yesterday is a perfect example. I make a video yesterday, and what I'm talking about in the video is the fact that I was asked by some people basically about Terrence Crawford and boots, but they really wanted me to make a video about who would win, and I'm like, why? So the video that I actually made wasn't about who wins. Now, that's obvious just from the thumbnail alone. What do I have on there? It says who wins. I have a red X going over that. What do I have, imprinted right next to it? Clearly, it's 2026. That ship has sailed. Who cares? That fight that should have happened didn't happen. Who cares? Bottom line, I say in the video, plain and simple, that the fact that this fight never happened, this is what boxing doesn't need, right? But this is the stuff that happens. So what you get is a bunch of arguing about who would have won. Like I could care less who you think would have won. And I even say in the video, if you think Jerron Boots Ennis would have won, so what? I don't care. If you think Crawford would have won, so what? I don't care. This isn't about who would have won. I simply made it clear that it's disgraceful to boxing that you have guys that's around at the same time, but the fights don't happen. Now, I also, in the same video, where someone responds and goes, come on, man, Crawford ain't scared of Boots. When did I say one time in the video the word scared, spooked, afraid, coward? When did I say anything about either one of them being scared of the other? When did I say the word scared one time in the video? So what ends up happening is, it's like your responses have nothing to do with what I'm saying. Therefore, it's like, no, I don't talk to stupid people. I'm making that known right here, right now. I've done it before and I've made it known. You find out the hard way. Like, yeah, plain and simple, because you're that dumb. You guys are such ball lickers that you sit up and you respond to things with something that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So I don't talk to trolls. I don't talk to children. So I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm not even, there's nothing to even talk about to you, right? If you're an idiot, you're an idiot. So what I say in the video is, regardless to, all these arrogant people that think they know the outcome of every fight because they're just in fanboy mode. And they, oh yeah, this would have, I promise you, I guarantee you, right? Like I said, say what you want, but Terrence Crawford knows that Jerron Boots Ennis is a threat. He knows he's way better than what people give him credit for. That's what I said. I don't care. Even if I thought that Crawford was a coward, was chicken shit and was scared, what you gonna do about it? What is Crawford gonna do about it? I said what I said, right? But never did I say he was scared of him. In fact, I'm the one who said last year before, I said, I don't think he's scared of Boots. I believe, last year especially, I said, I believe what it is because of Crawford's own words. Crawford said, plain and simple, I have no interest in fighting Jerron Boots Ennis. He said, I only want 2 more fights. A rematch with Errol Spence and a fight with Canelo Alvarez. He didn't even have 2 fights. He fought Canelo and then he retired. And what I said was, Jerron Boots Ennis and him won't generate the kind of money that he would against Canelo or rematch with Spence. And then he said exactly. The thing is, I said it before Crawford said it. I felt like that's what the reason was. So when he says, when you had the chance to fight me, you wasn't ready. But you, out of your own mouth, say, I'm not interested in fighting Boots. He said it. He said it. I believe if he could have got the kind of money he wanted, that they would have fought. But here's the deal. When he says, give me 20 million, Canelo says, give me 150, 200 million to fight Benavidez, but says he's done nothing. He's beaten nobody, right? The same way Alicia Baumgartner tries to belittle Caroline Dubois. She's a C-level fighter. She's not ready. Oh, she's hungry. I've been there before. I was that young, hungry, right? All of this talk, but call her C-level, but then go fight an opponent that this C-level fighter beat already. But credit the opponent, but not Caroline Dubois. You don't see that she don't want to fight her? No, she don't want to fight Caroline. She don't want to fight Caroline. As far as Boots and Crawford, let me tell you something. When these guys get older, they try to stay away from the up-and-coming guys. Ask yourself this. Is Usyk going to fight Moses Atama? I don't care who you think will win. So don't tell me, I don't give a fuck who you think will win. I'm not asking you who do you think wins. I don't give a shit about that. Do you think he wants to fight Moses Atama? When he has people out there that's closer to his age, you guys really don't think. This is the problem with fanboys. And the fact that you call yourself a fan of anybody's. You're just a fucking little boy. I'm nobody's fucking fan and I never will be. Never have been. They don't want to fight these guys that they don't have to fight. Why do you think Errol Spence is now saying it's not about championships no more? I mean, if a belt come along, yeah, it's about the payday. Why do you think Anthony Joshua is no longer talking about undisputed and it doesn't matter to him anymore? He's been unified twice but never undisputed. Why? It's about the pay grade. What's the biggest fights that I could be in? What's the biggest money? The business model of boxing has changed. How dumb can you be? You got to look at all of this. You know, Terence Crawford versus Jaron Ennis is a situation very similar. Very, very similar to Terry Norris versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Now, the only difference between the two of them is both of them are undefeated. Leonard had, a loss to Duran, at the time. And I think Terry had 2 or 3 losses. Terry was 24. I think 24 or something like that when he fought. Leonard was 34. Everywhere I went, we're in the barbershop, in the public, everywhere. Ah, man, that boy Terry, that boy need to sit his ass. He ain't ready for no damn Ray Leonard, man. Ray Leonard got too much experience, man. You see he did to that boy down in the line? He went all up to fight that big nah. Fighting that little motherfucker Terry Norris, that ain't gonna be nothing. Just like you said, Pernell too small, even though Pernell was smaller than Terry. Okay, pretty much, way smaller. All right, Terry Norris basically wasn't the biggest guy, but I'm saying Terry could punch, but Terry was a dangerous, straight up, badass, like almost very close to being what Sugar Ray was. They were so close, but Terry's combinations, the way he fought, his energy, he was different. And I'm the youngest motherfucker. I'm the only child in the room. Everybody's asking me when they asked me who I thought was gonna win. I think Terry Norris is gonna win. See, he young, he don't know yet. See, Ray got too much, man. Ray right now, that boy in his prime. Ray, come on, man. That big strong white boy knocked him down. He got up, he got his composure. You see what he did? Shit, he got too much power. He hit Terry Norris, it's gonna be all over, man. Blah, blah, blah. That's all I heard. There's nothing. As a matter of fact, I heard them say there's no version of Ray Leonard that Terry Norris can beat. I heard all of these things, right? Sugar Ray Leonard says he felt great, his camp was great, everything. He said on his way to the ring, he knew he was going to lose. During the ring walk, he just got this feeling. Yeah, I told y'all this before a million times. That reality sets in of who you're about to crawl into that ring with, who's across the ring from you, and who you then got yourself into a fight with. And remember, Terry didn't choose him. You can't pull that Terry waited for him to get old bullshit. Terry never wanted to fight him. Plain and simple. That was his idol, and he looked up to Ray Leonard. Ray chose Terry Norris. It's funny. I didn't know what I was talking about because he's young, he don't know yet. Right, okay. Terry kicked Ray's ass, and then all of a sudden, yeah, Ray old, man. Oh, now he's old. How come Terrence Crawford is not old at 38? Ray was only 34. How come nobody make the excuse or give Terry credit because that boy's only 24 years old? But when Floyd Mayweather spanked the fuck out of Canelo, oh man, but he only 23 years old. He's just a baby. So if he was 24, that'd have made a difference. If Ray Leonard and Terry Norris never fight, to this very day, you do a poll and say who would have won, probably 100% of people would say Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh yeah, because they said it back then. Nobody saw Terry being Terry's a good fighter. He's a great fighter. Terry has explosive combinations, incredible hand speed, power. The guy is relentless. His conditioning is amazing. He's probably the best conditioned fighter ever have boxed. Terry Norris is this in his butt. The experience of Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard has that same speed. He has that power. He has that explosive. Ray Leonard. And I like both of them as fighters. So I was just like, damn, like whoever win. But yeah, wasn't even a close fight. He beat the shit out of Ray Leonard. If Ray was younger, right, okay. See, y'all was so confident before the fight. He gets his ass kicked. Now, all of a sudden, y'all have every excuse as to why he lost, but you just can't say the better man won. And basically, my whole point is this. I don't care who you think would have won. So no, this isn't a rah Boots Ennis or rah. No, it's not that. It's not a tear against Crawford, and it's not a rah Crawford. It's really simple. You know what you think would have happened. I don't give a fuck about you using the words guarantee and you promise and I'm sure. I don't care about none of that. That's your opinion. I'm not here to debate any of that. The problem with you ignorant fans is that you guys will build a hatred towards another fighter simply because he wants to fight the guy that you like, or people like the other fighter that you don't like. So now let's hate on Jerron Boots Ennis. Crawford retired. So all that, I slapped the shot at niggas and all, right? Now you sat there before a little pale-ass judge, right, for gun charges. A bunch of little weak motherfuckers that you could beat in the fight, but you see, this is the thing. You Negroes don't have any power. You have no fucking authority. You got your ass arrested in your own city. Yeah. And everybody made pity videos for Terrence Crawford, right? So what I'm saying, this fucking, yeah, he's a black dude, but this MMA guy called you out, was talking all types of shit about you. He want to spar with you. You said you old. You old, man. You retired and blah, blah, blah. Now you talk about niggas know who to talk that shit to. Niggas not slap the shit out of niggas. Gary Russell told the world he punched you in the face, you didn't do nothing about it, and blah, blah, blah. Now, all of a sudden, notice, when Jerron Boots Ennis' name comes up, somehow, it's all this envy and anger. It's facts. Look at the shit. Right? Facts. But my point is, the same way all y'all thought Canelo was going to beat Floyd, the same way all y'all thought Ray Leonard was going to beat Terry Norris, look at what happened. We don't know what would have happened. I don't care what would have happened. It's not going to happen. When it should have, it didn't. And if it would have happened, the first thing y'all would have said if Boots would have won was Crawford is old. He waited. No, not even just he's old. Boots purposely waited for Crawford to get old. If Canelo would have beat him, y'all wouldn't have said that same thing, would y'all? Yeah, Crawford fans would have. This is not about who you like better. I don't care about all of that. I don't care about any of that. This dude right now that everybody's saying is going to beat Boots, if Boots beats him, right, and especially like really beats him convincingly, the people that want to see Boots win is going to give him his credit. The people that's fair, whoever they may be, is going to give him his credit. The people that saying he can't win and he ain't fought nobody, y'all keep saying he ain't fight nobody. He done fought at least 3 people so far that y'all said was going to beat him. This dude is dangerous, blah, 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 right? And then he beats them, and he beats them bad, like the last guy he fought. And then all of a sudden, oh, he ain't fighting nobody. He got to step up. Okay, y'all said Matt, the only person that could beat Madrimov was Crawford. Didn't all y'all say that? He's the only one. Madrimov was the best fighter at 154. All of a sudden, he loses to Ortiz. I thought Crawford was the only one that could beat him. Y'all said the same thing about Deontay Wilder. The only person that could beat Wilder is Tyson Fury. Then look at what happened. Then y'all come with the old excuse. Every excuse when a fighter that you want to see win loses. This fight just never happened. It was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. Both fighters have gave their side, their take on what was supposed to happen, or however, whatever the hell. And even Bazzi and Crawford talked about it. But then now, all of a sudden, see, you got to remember something. Gilly is from Philly. All right? So is Boots. So when they're talking, I don't, when they're talking and saying whatever they're saying, right? Crawford feels some type of way because you see, when a person walk away from a sport labeled pound for pound, or one of the best fighters, or undefeated, they don't want to hear nothing about who could beat them. Now you're going to hate on Boots and want to see him lose and talk down on him, but then y'all complain about, oh, we ain't getting the fights we want. Oh man, this guy should fight this guy. But you hate on a guy simply because you have nothing better to do. There's no reason for it. See, boxing don't need that bullshit. But this is what you get. And all in defense of Crawford, you're saying all of this shit. Crawford could make all the empty threats he want about slapping the shit out of niggas and this and that, and yeah. Right. Why you ain't slapped the shit out of them cops? Why you ain't slapped the shit out of that MMA guy? This is the shit I'm talking about. I'm nobody's fucking fan. Anybody talk crazy and say some bullshit, I don't give a fuck who you are. I do videos, I will call your fucking ass out to your face. I don't give a fuck about none of that, who you are and what you've done bullshit. I know who the fuck I am. I know what I can do. But you motherfuckers are always speaking. You don't even listen to understand what's happening. You listen just to fucking respond. And I can tell a lot of times you type in shit before you even listen to the whole video. But at the same time, when you start talking about shit that I never said, see, I don't do drugs. I don't smoke, drink, do none of that shit. So you can't tell me I said something that I didn't say. And this is the problem with you ignorant, idiotic fanboys. Let me tell y'all something, man. People would say things to stir stuff up. Now, just say, for example, I didn't see the show. I was told what was said. The fact that Gilly and Wilder or whatever does the show, or whatever his name is, more than likely, they're probably getting ready to have Jerron Boots Ennis on the show. Or maybe they'll talk to him on the phone, whatever, how they said he did with Crawford. Crawford said and blah, 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 and now the Philly dudes is giving him a platform to say something, to speak some more, and give his side again about a fight that's meaningless. This is what I'm talking about, man. You're more stuck on the past and what's not going to happen, what didn't happen, what's never going to happen, as opposed to what can happen and what should still happen. Who's in front of you? That's the focus. That's the focus. And the fact that, he's the hometown dude, he more than likely probably will do an interview with them, whether before or after the fight. But however it goes, that's all this is about. is nonsense. And that's the whole point of my video. You idiotic fans say a whole lot of stupid shit, and y'all don't think about it. You doing all this ass kissing for these fighters. These fighters don't care about your stupid broke asses, first of all, and they'll call you that in a heartbeat the second you call them out on something that you don't like about them. Yeah, it's okay when you rah, 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 yeah, but as soon as you point something out that you think they should have did a different way, they do some corny shit or something that's disrespectful, something that, like all that talking, right? I smack the shit out of niggas. See, why you ain't smack the shit out of fucking Teofimo? And that lame ass excuse about this nigga, yo, tell him why you was saying all that. Then took pictures with him, deuces, hugged up with him, go visit Ryan Garcia in his fucking dressing room. But see, this is what you nut-licking motherfuckers, y'all a different breed. Y'all like bitch made. Y'all got this stink of bitch on your breath. Y'all don't understand real grown-up conversations. Y'all don't understand how a real grown-up thinks. Y'all just talk off ego, stupidity, and what you think you fucking know about life. But you little dumb niggas don't know nothing. That's your problem. And you're always running your mouths, talking shit. That's what I'm talking about. Why you ain't call Teofimo a flat-nosed bitch-ass nigga? Why you ain't call him a Puerto Rican bitch-ass nigga? Or nah, but you will slap the shit out of niggas, right? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. I was going to, but nah, that nigga ain't apologized. All he did was, I was just trying to promote a fight. Yeah. And that's okay. That's like somebody kill your fucking brother and then say, yo, man, I apologize. I'm sorry, and I really mean it. Okay, well, since you really mean it, I allow you to leave. And I forgive you for killing my brother. No, nigga, you killed my brother. You gonna get it too. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, he tells you something, and that's that. Now, if Jerron Boots Ennis did it, I'd be saying the same shit. What happened is what happened. Stop trying to rewrite history. Stop trying to change and create a narrative. Leave it the fuck alone. It is what it is. It didn't happen. I don't give a fuck about all the finger pointing. We're past all of that. It didn't happen. Simple. Y'all arguing like some bitches over whose fault it was and who didn't. Man, we done talked about this so many times that it's like, wow, what don't y'all understand? But no, we can't root for Jerron, who's another black man. We can't want to see him win because we don't want him to outdo Terrence Crawford. We don't want to, see him do something that surpass Crawford. We don't want to give him more credit than Crawford. This is exactly what I'm talking about, you bozo ass niggas, man. This is what I'm talking about. Who gives a fuck what Gilly and Wallow said? What he said to them? What questions they asked? Who cares? They got a podcast, so they're doing whatever they do. That's all they're doing. So this is my point. They got the right to do it. They got the right to talk to him. Can't say, oh, no, they shouldn't. They know. But that's what the fuck they do. But how you react to it, that's the difference. That's the difference. So here we got to dig into a bag of who would have won, and we'll see. We got to look. No, you stupid niggas. I'm not asking you about, you see I X out who would have won. And I told you, who cares? It's 2026. Get over it. Move on. Why are we fucking talking about who would have won, and who? No, this is my point. And I'm like, wow, you really can't be this dumb, man. But that's the responses that you give. Wanting to break down a fight and talking about who did what and who didn't, and then saying that I said shit that I didn't say. It's like, nah, I can't fuck with these clowns. And unfortunately, this is what the world is full of. A bunch of little clowns that have nothing better to do with their time but sit up and just talk about shit that's meaningless. You can talk all you want. See, what the difference between Ray Leonard and Terry Norris is, you can talk all the shit you want about that fight, but we got an outcome. See, you can blame it on, oh, Ray was old, he was this, he was that. It's funny, fucking Floyd, y'all still want to see him come back and he damn near 50. But y'all still want to see Floyd come back. Huh? Yeah, ain't that some shit? Y'all thought Mike Tyson was going to beat Jake Paul. He damn near 60. You thought you saw a real fight between Roy Jones and fucking Mike Tyson. Shane Mosley come back talking all this shit. Me and Pacquiao should fight. Then the winner should fight Floyd. And yeah, then he told a story about how his ex-wife cleaned him out. Yeah, we know why you came back, man. But what did he do in his tactic? He starts trying to belittle Floyd and down talk Floyd, hoping that's going to strike a nerve, and then all of a sudden he's going to fight and make a big payday because he's in debt. He's broke. That's what the fuck that came down to. And it's like, wow, you motherfuckers are a bunch of leeches, bunch of parasites. Y'all have no integrity, man. Do anything for attention, anything to try to get money. You know, it's like anybody who does anything right now seems to have this whole, I just want to make money at all costs. I don't care. It's like I talked about Adrian Broner, this dude that calls himself Dean the Great. Like y'all just a bunch of drunks, immature, childish stupidity. That's black people speed, right? That's what y'all want to see. Real Housewives of Atlanta and all that. Y'all watch all that goofy shit. A bunch of disgruntled, angry, foul-mouthed, sedity, I think I'm better than you type of people, and y'all sit up and support these goofy ass shows and all of that. Nah, we can't watch a down to earth family. We can't watch it. I don't care about reality shows anyway. Ain't nothing, no reality about them, nothing but a bunch of fake stage bullshit anyway, you know, for the cameras. But this is why, you know, like I said, man, when you come talking stupid, I just block you. I get rid of you. I don't talk to stupid people. Keep it pushing. Skip my channel and go right to that idiot that's going to sit there and entertain you because y'all think alike. You know what I find really crazy, right? Is I can remember one time he was talking about this guy Showbiz. I'm like, I don't know this dude, right? I don't know him at all. I don't know nothing about him. And because of the YouTube algorithm, his videos will pop up in my, you know, feed. And I noticed how all of a sudden he would just praise Mexican fighters. Any fighter not black. I don't care where they was from, but whoever, as long as they wasn't black, he would just praise them because they could do no wrong. But he would always find something bad to say about black fighters. And because he says Roy Jones is his favorite fighter, so what? Who cares? Again, favorite fighter shit, all that ass kissing that, right? But I listened to them and I said, I doubt that this motherfucker, if he got a woman, she's not black. I doubt he's married to a black woman, if he has one. Just by the way he act, the way he carries, the way he's saying, and that sounds to me, see, I see all these bootlickers, I hear them, and I listen to them and how they credit this one and that, and I'm like, yeah, more than likely he's probably dating one of them. He's probably dating a Mexican or a Puerto Rican or somebody from whoever the fuck, right? Just saying. Then all of a sudden, some time goes by, and somebody came in the comment section, because I said just what I said. I doubt he's married to somebody black. Because I can't really, well, it's possible. All she got to do is be just like him. Because I really can't see no real black woman sitting up here listening to you do all that talking about, just acting like, you got to understand, we're not talking about wrongdoing that black people do or nothing like that. We're not talking about any of that. We talking about every fucking Mexican fighter is just the baddest motherfucker he ever saw. Any non-black fighter is just a complete fighter, pound for pound, one of the best fighters, blah, 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 everything. And it's like he want to see his own people lose. And somebody came in the comments, yo, Aries, he married to a Mexican woman. His woman ain't black. You right. Damn, you spot on. I'm like, it's just the way he act. Just the way he talk, the things he say. Then all of a sudden, I think, like this, like, I don't know how long, I can't remember the time frame, but he sat there with a damn sombrero on and all, and I'm like, yeah, you know, but look, that's his life. But this is the thing. See, he says things about fighters, then he wants to do interviews and sit there and grin the whole time. But he says a lot of shit about fighters, right? A lot of shit. Here's my thing. For any fighter, I don't care who you are, for any one fighter to ever have a sit down and somebody say, listen, man, such and such is calling you out, right? And you're saying you want that fight. Okay, the most that we can get for that fight, 5 million. But this guy right here, named such and such, oh man, that dude is easy. That dude easy work. Yeah, but he has a whole country behind him. He's popular. You'll get 15 million in that fight. Bye 5 million. They're going for that bigger money. That's what boxing is. It's prize fighting. So I don't care. They could talk all that shit. Like I said, I went out and got the clip of Ray Robinson and I showed you that shit. I posted it because I remember when I was a kid, when I seen that video. I was a little kid, and I remember him saying, "Boxing was never. It was always business. It's always a business to me. I never liked fighting. I don't enjoy fighting." That's what he said. I remember him saying that. And I remember people talking about, see, this guy's the epitome. He's the epitome of what real fighters are. You don't have that many fights unless you have to truly love the sport that you... Yeah, and he told you he never liked fighting. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You guys make up shit in your head and swear you're right because your egos is so big. You can't put your fucking hats on anymore. And you guys think that you know every fucking thing. And you start talking and talking and talking and talking, and you always want to stroke your own ego about what you did, how you knew this and how you knew that, right? It's not about observation and just sitting back. No, it's because you just have this thing that you know everything about everybody. You know the outcome of every fucking fight. You already know how it's going to go. Every fucking thing. And the thing is, they're always arguing with their own fucking audience, right? In a sense where the people that you're arguing with, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of something, right? Now, I always wanted to see Anthony Joshua win, no matter who he fights. Somebody asked, they said to me, AJ's still the best heavyweight out there. I just said, hey, if that's how you feel, right? The person put, you don't agree, and put like multiple question marks. I said, no, I don't. Now, I know what I said in the comments, and I'm going to say it again, but let's just look at some reality. How the hell I'm going to say he's better than the guy that kicked his ass twice? So because I want to see AJ win, I'm going to sit up here and tell you AJ's the best heavyweight out there. And you're dumb enough to... Now, a focused AJ, a confident AJ, we talk about a different story. Problem is, which AJ is going to show up? We're talking about him versus Usyk. Nobody else, him versus Usyk. I'm going to say he's better than Usyk, and Usyk beat him twice. Usyk's the best heavyweight out there right now, period. Moses Atama, as it stands now, looks like the heir to the throne. You just don't know how the ball's going to bounce. What you guys would do, oh, I know for a fact, I don't care. You can say all that shit, but then if it happens, it happens. I could sit here and look at the sky and say, yeah, it's going to rain, I bet you. And then all of a sudden it rains. You was right. Yeah, well, let's say I didn't look at the weather forecast, but I could smell the rain in the air. You can kind of feel that moisture. And you get that look at, yeah. I didn't do anything special. I just went by my senses of what I see before it rains. That's all I did. Now, you tell me this. You think that when you're talking about these fighters and you're promising who would have did what, right? What happens when they have a fight and lose to a person that they were supposed to annihilate? Because when we always have these fights, it's often it happens when some guy's supposed to go in here and destroy something, and then he goes in there and gets beat himself. Then what? Then what? What do you say then? What excuse do you have then? So I just wanted to make this video to make you guys aware of what the situation is. Therefore, when you find yourself blocked and deleted, don't think it was a mistake. There wasn't no computer error. It was me kicking your dumb ass off the channel because stick to topics. Don't come in my fucking comment section like, you like these racist ass Karens that just see a black man jogging down the street and call the cops and say that she sees some suspicious activity going on. There's a suspicious looking black man. He's just in the neighborhood lurking around. Yeah, all the man is doing is jogging. But at the end of the day, Like they used to say, a white man running down the street, he's jogging. A black man running down the street, he's running. He just committed a crime. That's how y'all sound when you come and say something that we never even fucking said. The shit doesn't bother me. I just realized that you're an asshole. And maybe your parents just didn't give you enough love. Maybe they didn't love you at all. Maybe they just knew you was a loser from the time you was born. Who knows? I don't know. But y'all be on some goofy shit. And y'all do all this for these fucking fighters that think they better than all of us anyway. All I do is give you the boxing news. I'm not out here rah-rah nobody. I'm just telling you, no matter who I want to see win, if they get their ass whooped, I feel nothing. They just get their ass whooped. That's as simple as that. Fuck do I care? I'm not the one getting knocked the fuck out or beat the fuck up. It's them. It has nothing to do with me. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. It's like I said, man, my channel is for grown adults. I don't give a fuck if you 85. If you got the mind of a child, stay the fuck off my channel. I speak to grown adults. I speak to real people. I'm not thirsty just to have a bunch of motherfucking subscribers, just to have people coming in my comment section and don't know how to stick to a topic. Don't comprehend and understand the simplest things. So, if you got the fact that you got out of everything I said that I say he's scared to fight Boots, that alone is like, yeah. And here's the thing, I don't know what's pumping in his heart. I only he knows truly what he feels, right? What I'm saying, trying to play Boots out, trying to talk down like he's not on his level and all that, but then you're going to say, give me 20 million. Nah, he knows he's a threat. That's a fact. That's what that deflection is about. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just tear his ass up and get him out the way? Next, just another opponent, right? And Boots is going to accept whatever offer y'all give him financially. You see what I'm saying? So what's the problem? If Caroline Dubois is a C-line level fight, then just shut her mouth and get out the way. And then go on and fry bigger fish. No, it's because they know. It's because they know better. Look at Shadeja Green going to the fight she just went in. Oh, man, Shadeja gonna do this and that. You know why they really cross their fingers and hope Shadeja shine? Because that chick she fought is a former Clarissa Shields opponent. Yeah. So they wanted Shadeja to shine. Look what happened to Shadeja. See, y'all love to just run y'all mouths and be talking shit. I don't care how y'all done said everything about Crawford and Pacquiao and Nui. Y'all done called them. All I'm waiting for now is y'all to be like, yo, that's God. Y'all be like that motherfucker minister say, yo, I suck your dick. Yeah. Only they probably wouldn't be like, what you say to me, nigga? They'd probably be like, oh, sure, yeah, you know, stupid fan. Why not? Show your loyalty to me. Yeah. Keep up with what's being said. If you don't know what to say, just shut up and don't say nothing. Because I don't engage with stupid conversations. Plain and simple. That's all I got for you guys now. Catch you on the next video.